hint that we might get this answer about River that we keep wanting to know, or what's going on with your episode?
Yeah, it's called The Doctor's Wife. Let's see, what can I tell you that I won't get into trouble for? Did I mention that it's called The Doctor's Wife?
Yes. All right, good.
I've got that one down. It's episode 4.
It's on BBC America.
On BBC America. It was going to be episode 11 of the last season. And, but I got this sad email as they started shooting the last season, where, or when they were actually getting up to the point where they would have been shooting my episode, which said, "We've run out of money." And so we're going to make the lodger instead, because we can do that in a flat round the corner. And we can't make your episode in a flat round the corner. But we promise that we will actually spend the money on it in the next season. And they did. They took other episodes out around the back of the bike sheds and beat them up and took their dinner money. They gave them to my episode. And the biggest, strangest thing I had to do on the rewrite was, of course, when it was going to be episode 11, Rory didn't exist. That was during Rory's transient non-existing bit. So suddenly getting Rory back meant that I had to do a draft of the script, which was actually so much more fun. I was so grumpy at the idea of having to rewrite it, and then I discovered that I could write these great lines for Rory, and Rory and Amy together, which I didn't have before, so... one of my favourite bits, just that whenever I see the episode, it makes me smile, because it's something that I always wanted to say, and couldn't have done without Rory, is a bit where Amy tells Rory off for leaving... She tells Rory off for leaving the Doctor on his own, and Rory said, "Well, he's a Time Lord. He'll be fine." And she looks at him with infinite compassion and she says, "Rory, it's just what they're called. It doesn't mean he actually knows what he's doing."